Hey there, Internet. Welcome back to Purple's journey to create his Origin living decks. We've been using the sticker book that I found at the local Salvation Army in order to catalog all of our catches. So if you haven't seen part 1 of this, I will link it down below in the description. So go take a look there to find out more about what's going on. Before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you for all of the wonderful comments you guys have been leaving on the last video. It's been very heartwarming to see that so many of you are enjoying it, so I hope you continue to. Without further ado, let's catch up with Purple and see how their boat ride was. Oh wow, what a beautiful port city. It's full of vendors and people and oh no, I think I'm gonna be sick. Jeez, I'm sorry. The boat to Alola was never this choppy. Guess it just got the better of me this time. Where was I? Ah, yes, Porto Miranda. A beautiful city. I can hear people yelling from the dock. Well, let's go check out and see what's going on. Whew, those auctions really are fun, and an easy way to spend a lot of money. Why do they let children partake in these again? Anyways, my goal here is not to win the auction, which I didn't, lost a lot of money, but it's to find this Professor Sada person. I overheard some people talking about the school. Conveniently, when I arrived in Paldea, the sailor gave me a school uniform. Who knows why, but I guess it's time to go undercover. I made my way up this huge staircase and into the front lobby. I talked to the lady at the counter and she directed me to go talk to the director. Wow, this place has no security. It's but good to know that my disguise is working. I talked to Clavel and he seems to know me. I play along for now, but I've got my eye on you, sir. I'm directed to go to the lighthouse at Poco Path to see if we can find any information on Professor Sada there. I got a bit turned around when I left the school and ended up in some field. But hey, that looks kind of like Tauros. Maybe it's a regional form? I try to slowly approach, because Mama always said you should never run at a bull. But it turns out the bull decided to run at me. So I grabbed its horns and threw it into a Pokeball. Back on track now, I make it to the lighthouse. And when I walked up, this kid, who thinks they know me, starts chatting me up and invites me into the lab. Well, how convenient. We learn that Sada is in Area 0, and that we need to meet her down there. Let's do it, boy who I've never met before. I mean friend? Also, what's Area 0? After some pointless lock switching and conversation, we've arrived at this magnificent machine. I walk inside, and I'm face to face with Professor Sada. Well, an AI version of her. Who cares though? I have no connection to her. Just tell me how I can catch Pokemon in the past, please. I have been doing all this extra work and having to entertain these kids I don't know. Please just help me, Sada. She takes me onto an elevator and into this giant crystalline cavern. She instructs me to place the book that I was just given on the pedestal, and whoosh, the crystals shoot up and I'm flying through space-time. Bye, Sada. Professor Oak gives you his best. Next thing I know, I'm floating through space and then waking up on a beach with these Pokemon staring at me. Professor Laventon, who owns these Pokemon, takes me to the local village and gives me a place to sleep. I'm not sure why though, I won't be here that long. I put on some new clothes and make my way out into the beautiful landscape. I was told by the guard that Growlithe are on the way other side of the continent. He could escort me there if I needed, so I accept. And now we're in the Cobalt Coastlands. I spot some Growlithe in the distance and throw a Pokeball to catch them. After catching one though, its parent comes jumping out. But just like all the Pokemon before it, I'm not scared. I stare it down and capture it within a Pokeball. The little firework was a cute touch, Laventon. It's really nice. I tell the guard that I want to walk back to the village. He hesitantly accepts, turns and walks back himself. I wanted to climb up the giant mountain in the middle of the land that I keep seeing. And at the top, I find and catch a Voltorb and Electrode. Wow, these ones are much cuter than the ones in Kanto. Good morning, world. Man, I just had the wildest dream about the distant past. I'm gonna have to make a video essay on that, I think. Anyways, another day, more Pokemon to catch. First on the agenda today is the Abra line. I head to Route 7, and in this little patch of grass, I catch 2 Abras and 2 Pidgeotos. Why only 2 Abras, I hear you ask? Well, I don't have any friends who have Switches, so I have to do the trade evolutions on the old GBA games that I do have multiple copies of. Don't judge, we've all done it. I'm going to get to the trade evolutions at the end. Our next hunt brings us to Victory Road. We're here for Machop, Machoke, Graveler, Onyx, Rhyhorn, and Rhydon. We continue to chain those Machokes in order for the rare spawn Hitmons to appear. And while doing this, Ivysaur evolves into Venusaur, Magikarp into Gyarados, and an Abra into Kadabra. And after about 20 minutes, I finally got a Hitmonchan to spawn. Now, have I mentioned that I hate catching in this region? The motion controls are frustrating, and I almost lost this Pokemon because of it. But thankfully I didn't, and we can add this one to the sticker collection. After all of this, we are at 79 stickers. Let's speed through the next few so we're not here forever. On Route 21, I catch a Dragonite, 2 Weepinbell, Tentacruel, Tangela, and I evolve a Charmander into Charmeleon, and a Meowth into Persian. On Route 17, we catch a Doduo, 2 Ponyta, 3 Eevee, evolve a Wartortle into Blastoise, and become a member of Team Rocket. At the power plant, I catch Voltorb, Electrode, Magnemite, Electabuzz, Coughing, Wheezing, and Magneton, and we evolve a Paris into Parasect. Whew, after that sprint, we are at a total of 98 stickers. Not too bad, but we did miss some of the more common regional variants of these Pokemon. Unfortunately, that means we need to head back to Alola. Jeez, I'm gonna run out of money with all of these boat trips. On this trip to the island, we once again head to Ula Ula Island to find a Geodude and 2 Graveler. That's it. Wow. Time well spent. I get back on the boat, but this time, my destination is not Kanto. Nope, we're going to Galar. I used to come here as a child with my mom, so I have a pretty good knowledge of this region. My first stop is Balanlea. This is by far my favorite village in the entire region. I would spend hours playing around the mushrooms with my Pokemon when I was a kid. Just south, in the Glimwood Tangle, I caught 2 Ponyta before reliving some memories of my childhood. I heard from the locals that the gym leader was holding auditions for someone to become the next leader. I made this trip to Galar, so I might as well experience firsthand a Galarian gym challenge. I borrow some Pokemon from the townsfolk and head into the gym. The audition is a series of 3 battles. Excuse me, aren't we supposed to be battling, not talking? I really don't care. I'm not too bright, and I get 2 of the 3 questions wrong. Oh well, it was worth a shot. But to my surprise, I was invited onto the pitch to battle the current gym leader, Opal. After beating the 16-year-old, she informs me that I don't have what she's looking for in a leader anyways. Again, I'm not too hurt. I was going to turn it down anyways. One good thing did come from this battle though. Ponyta evolved into Rapidash. I thank her for allowing me this experience, and I head on out of the jungle. I have one last stop on the mainland, so I head into the Slumbering Weald to catch a Weezing, and then I took a train to the Isle of Armor to catch and evolve a Slowpoke. And with that, we're up to 105 stickers. That was a short trip, so we're back on the road to Kanto. After all this traveling, I want to have some fun, so I'm going to go do some surfing. I took a big wave, and it left me near the Seafoam Islands. So I decided to go inside, and I caught a Shelder and a Cloyster. And one of my Ponyta evolved into Rapidash. Man, I'm starting to feel bad about all these Pokemon that I caught just to send to Professor Oak to become candy. So I made my way up to the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town to pay my respects. The spirits there weren't too happy with me though, so I caught 2 Ghastly and scurried on out of there. Skydashing ourselves back to Vermilion, I head east to Route 11 to catch 2 Drowsy, and then catch the sleeping Snorlax on the bridge. In the area nearby, I catch 2 Horsey, 2 Krabby, Farfetch'd, and evolve a Ghastly into Haunter. I only have a few more tasks to complete today, so let's knock them out. Making my way back up to Rock Tunnel, I catch 2 Cubone and Kangaskhan. I get the Gift Lapras and Porygon in Saffron City, battle the Fighting Dojo to get Hitmonlee, surf on Route 6 for Goldeen and Seaking, catch Mr. Mime on Route 11, explore Cerulean Cave to get a Lickitung, ride around Route 14 and 15 to catch a Pinsir, Venomoth, and Tauros, and then went surfing again down to Cinnabar. Along the way I caught 2 Staryu, and I headed into the Pokemon Mansion to grab Ditto and Magmar, and then into the lab to revive the fossil. Through all of that, Horsey evolved into Seadra, Pidgeotto evolved into Pidgeot, Drowsy evolved into Hypno, and Krabby into Kingler. Whew, today has been so busy. 4 different regions, 2 time periods, and a total of 137 stickers now. I think I need to go to sleep. I think we'll pick this up again tomorrow. Well, I hope you enjoyed the second part of Purple's journey through his Generation 1 Origin Dex. Again, this has been really fun to put together. I'm getting faster and I'm getting better, and video editing has just become an everyday thing, so I'm learning to be faster and more efficient. I appreciate you taking the time to listen and watch my video today. If you have any feedback, comments, suggestions, write them down below. I appreciate each and every one of them. I asked for string cheese last time. Let's see. Tell me your favorite type of owl. It could be a real life owl. It could be your favorite Pokemon owl. Let me know and I'll respond with mine. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are. And I will talk to you next time. My name is Devin, but you can always call me Purple.